This was actually something that I didn't think about when I set up the assignment, but when I was getting ready to do the midterm exam, I changed my course schedule and I gave over about half of a class period or 2/3 of the class period to the students. And I said, I want you to using the Google Notes assignment, go pull terms that you think should be on the midterm. And I asked them to do this in small groups. I also asked them to generate essay questions. And we just impromptu, I had them post that on Google Docs as well. And then I took those group assignments and compiled them into an exam and a review sheet. So I edited the questions some because they needed work to make them less fact-oriented, content-oriented, more analysis, historical thinking-oriented. But that was a boon because then the students felt like they had an investment in the assessment, the midterm, and I felt like I had a better sense of where I could steer the exam that would be productive for the class. I do think because of the way I used the Google Docs in the midterm exam that the midterms were a little bit better, and in fact I would say, I mean, this is just sort of a rough guesstimate. Looking at especially their terms, I think the terms were better. There were, at the high end, the definitions for the terms were really sophisticated and did a good job of bring out historical significance, which is something that students struggle with. But even at the lower end, I think students were maybe better prepared than if I had just given them the terms cold, or if I had just asked them to make up the terms without reference to the Google Docs. So I think that was really useful. I'm not sure what impact it had on the essay because it was an in-class essay. And I know students told me they had used the Google Doc notes for studying, but I don't know if it had a qualitative improvement on their essay exams. I do know that students liked the assignment, and I did this because I know this because of a midterm course evaluation. And they had said two things explicitly, that A, they thought the reader or reporter and editor roles were pretty useful in helping them learn. And then they also said they liked peer level notes rather than, I don't know, maybe they would like my lecture notes too, but I mean, I think they liked the peer level notes because it gave them a sense of what their peers were comprehending and getting. So I think that's a useful feedback for the students. I think I'll know more about the outcome when I do the final exam, because again, I think I'll draw on it, at least for the terms. They already have their final essay questions, so that's kind of set. But I think the terms section will be useful. Occasionally, I get a few comments from students saying, "Yeah, that was useful," or what have you. But I don't see students like commenting on each other's notes or anything like that. I don't have any sense beyond the midterm course evaluation what they said in that course consultation. I'm going to probably include a section on my end of term paper evaluations that's going to ask them a few more detailed questions about the notes assignment, because I think I would like to develop it further. I'm just not sure how at this point.